going to take some batteries. It doesn't matter what type of battery it is. Every battery has a positive and a negative. But we'll use car batteries or we'll use solar batteries, whatever you want to use. They're going to have the positive terminal, they're going to have the negative terminal. Same thing, you have another battery. Positive terminal, negative terminal. We're going to hook up in parallel, which means we're going to wire the negatives together and then go out. We're going to wire the positives together and go out to the source. What's going to happen is it retains its nominal voltage. This could be any voltage battery, 9 volt, 1.5 volt, 3.7 volt, whatever the battery voltage is. Doesn't matter, whatever it is. For example, make it simple, we'll take 12 volt batteries. And the way parallel connection works, the voltage remains the same. So the voltage coming up through this circuit is always going to be 12 volt. So you might be asking, what is the benefit of this? It's the amp hours. So the storage capacity, whatever the storage capacity of the batteries is, whether it's in milliamps or amp hours, for this demonstration, let's say these are 50 amp hours each. 50 amp hours, AH. Anyways, 50 amp hours each. Now, even though the voltage does not change, the benefit of having a parallel connection is the amp hours now add up. So 50 plus 50 is you now have a 100 amp hour battery. What does this do for you? It gives you the 12 volts, but now the capacitance has doubled and added up. This means this battery pack is going to last a long time. These are now going to drain down at a very slow rate together. You're going to use both the battery's capacity as a complete 100 amp hour battery. So it drains down nice and slow. You get the full capacitance of the battery's rating. So here we have a battery as a positive and a negative. When you parallel connect batteries, they look like this. All the positives up, and then you have all the negatives on the bottom. This is 4.17 volts. If we connect all battery positives up and keep all the negatives to the bottom, we will get a constant 4.17 volts. I'm going to make a series connection and I'll explain how that functions. Please excuse my chicken scratch. Series is basically some batteries drawn here. There's the plus, there's the minus. And again, it doesn't matter their voltage and it does not matter their amp hours or their milliamp hours. What's going to happen is this is going to have one pathway. It's going to have a plus leading out and there's a minus leaning in. So the wire is going to run to the negative. Here at the positive. That wire is going to join the negative over here. It's going to pop out the positive, and it's going to run out that line. So you can see there is one pathway through these batteries.
One pathway through these batteries.
What does this do? It allows you to stack voltage. For simplicity, they're 12-volt batteries. Keep it simple. They're both 50 amp hour. The benefit of doing series is going to be efficiency. 12 volt now gets added. 12 and 12 now become a 24 volt battery when you do series. The amp hours in a series do not add up. Only the voltage does. So this retains 50 amp hours. But you're thinking, I bought a battery and it has all this storage capacity, 50 amp hours here and 50 amp hours here. I understand that. The reason why you do series is for line efficiency. You'll use a lot less amps.
You'll use a lot less amps
when you go with a higher voltage. That is the benefit. You do not use as many amps as you would in the 12 volt system. So you think of 12 volt and 12 volt, yeah, those amp hours stack up. You'll get 100 amp hours, but there's a lot of inefficiency here. There's a lot of resistance, and there's a lot of heat, and you'll lose power. So you switch over to line efficiency. You'll see people go 24 volt, 36, 48, or whatever they do when it comes to, say, solar. People want 24 or 48. For the mere fact that you can use smaller wire gauges and you get that line efficiency, I'm sure you guys now have a complete understanding of how it all works, but there you go. Parallel versus series. Well, what happens if we connect them in series if we put a positive into a negative terminal? So check out the meter here and see what happens when we put the batteries in series. So we have the negative, the positive, the negative, and the positive. So what's going to happen is it's going to add up the voltage. So now you can see the voltage is doubled. And this is called series.
So let me try to understand this so I know. Parallel connections? The voltage stays the same? Very interesting. But the amp hours add up. But in a series connection, the voltage doubles. And the amp hours remain the same. I think we get it. Does that make sense to you? I suppose it does.